Stay classy, Golden Eagles. So this is going to be the last week that we're going to be working on functional text and functional text writing. So by the end of the week, either for Mr. Ferguson's class or for Mr. Holt's class, you guys are going to type up and submit a finished, finalized, edited, proofread, all that good type of stuff that we've been practicing all year, final document for a functional text of your choosing, whether it be a recipe, a how to make something, a how to draw something. Now, for those of you who are thinking about like a how to draw and you would like to take pictures, you certainly can use your Chromebook. You can play around with the features on there that help you out. One of the key things to enable to take a picture, actually you can see it at the bottom of your screen at any point of your Chromebook. There's a little camera icon and you can attach that, take a picture, save it, and then you can upload it to the Google Doc using insert, and you can go to pictures, kind of like for Mr. Ferguson's class we have done for our book trailers. Okay, so by the end of this week you guys will have completed and done a functional text, proofread, spell check, making sure everything makes sense. Okay, so before we get to that, one thing that I want you guys to do today, there should be two PDFs that go along with this. One of them is, let me double check really quick. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. One of them is going to be labeled drawings 1, 2, 3. And let me double, 1, 2, 3 drawing people, WA11, and then the other one is faces, WA5. So you're gonna need to have those easily accessible, so you might have to pause, get those up, or come back, or whatever the case may be. So our first thing I want you to do is I want you to go ahead, hit pause on the video, and go look at the 1, 2, 3 draw people, WA11, okay? Go ahead, open that up, read through it, and kind of really pay attention to the directions and how it goes. So go ahead and hit pause. All right, guys, so remember, a lot of what we talked about with functional text is you have to be very clear and you have to be very sequenced. Sequence means things have to be exactly in the right order. As you read those directions, I want you to think about it now. Would it make sense if things would have been in a different order? Like, would it have made sense to do the ears last? Would it have made sense to do the hair first? Would it made sense to do things the way that they are? Probably not. Could you have gotten away with it? Maybe. But sequence and how to do order of things is really, really important. Is it really important that I chop my onions first before I cook them, or do I just put a whole onion, skin on, and everything like that into the oven and call it good? No, it's really important to be following those step-by-steps. Hey, peel the onion, chop it up into small pieces, throw it into a baking sheet on an oven, and then bake it at 400 degrees for X number of minutes type of thing. Following along with those specific instructions is really important, okay? So the next one I want you guys to do is go ahead and look at the other document that's along with this video, and it's Faces WA5. In that one, it's going to be a very similar type of drawing, and again, it's but it's a little bit different. It's different hairstyle, a little bit different face. So go ahead and hit pause on this, and then go and read that, and then come back and join me. All right, guys, so this one, the WA faces, is a front view of a face. Looking at the directions, very similar to the 1, 2, 3 drawing. These are all in very specific orders, very clear directions, so you don't be like, well, what are they talking about? They're trying their best. You may still have a little bit of confusion, but they are trying their best to make it as clear as possible. So sequence or order of information and a how-to of anything, recipes, drawings, how to make something, how to build something, is extremely important. So when you're making your final copy for turning in, make sure you turn in, guys and gals, you guys make sure you have proper sequencing. You have capitalizations, punctuations, things are in the order that they need to, okay? So today what Mr. Holt and I want you guys to do is we want you to explore a little bit more with a functional text, either writing a recipe, doing a how to build, how to draw, anything how to play a game. You may have made up a game. You may want to go ahead and teach us how to play that game, or maybe you want to give us your rules for Foursquare, okay? My class last year actually did that and gave it to Mrs. Moeller. They came up with their own rules of Foursquare. They wrote it out really nice and they gave it to her. And it was really, really well done. So maybe that's something that you want to do for your final project. Obviously, we're not going to have that happen coming back to school this year, but maybe for next year and for other grades in the future. So while you're working today, take about 20, 30 minutes, do some free writing time focused solely on functional text. If If you want to do any other type of genre of writing, please do that after you do your functional writing. Remember to use the Google Doc that's included today. Use that for your final draft of your functional text and turn it in when you're completely done with it, okay? As always, stay classy, Golden Eagles. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and Mr. Holt and myself will get to you.